we're on. Tonight we are listening to The Call. The Call by Isabel Davis. Y'all put that in the chat. The Call by Isabel Davis. Almighty God, we need you right now. Anybody need the Lord right now? You love that song, me too. Oh, what's good, y'all? Tonight, just wanted to share with you, lifting this song up. Thank you for the heart love as y'all share with your followers. But yes, Stacy, so today I did preach about weakness today. I did preach about the balance of weakness. And even tonight, right now, more of you, Lord, absolutely caring. And even right now, just wanted to just share with you all part of what I was listening. Yay, Stacy. So for those that didn't see the replay on Facebook, go back to the Facebook page, my Facebook page. And the title of the message was, Who Told You You Had to Be Strong? And we talked about the balance of weakness, that there really is something powerful that we learn when we come before God and acknowledge our dependence and that we need the Lord. And that's part of why I'm even playing this song by Isabel Davis, The Call. We need you right now. That, you know, and I want to, and again, I want to, is not to lift up, go around and be weak. I'm not encouraging anyone to go around and be weak. But one of the things the Bible does teach us is that there are times where in life that we are going to experience weakness. And weakness is not a deficiency. Weakness is a state of being, a reality state, a state of being that all of us really get to. The text says, when I am weak, you are strong, right? When I am weak, your strength is whole and complete in me. So it doesn't say if I get weak. The text doesn't say sometime, maybe, possibly. The text squarely says when I'm weak, right? So really helping us there's going to be times when we get weak. When I preach, hey, Tied to Hope, what's good? When I preached the message today about Moses and when his arms get weak and he has to take a seat, post up his arms on stones, and then Aaron has to lift his arms up. Even the great Moses got weak. But that didn't take away from who Moses was, his assignment, his call. And it didn't even take away from them getting victory, right? Weakness is something that is like the sun is and the moon is. There is strength and there is weakness. But even in weakness, when we come and bring that thing to the Lord, it's not a bad thing. And what I was lifting up was the person that I had been talking to this week who kept saying, I got to be strong, I got to be strong, I got to be strong. But look, walking around all the time thinking you got to be strong all the time for everybody will drive you crazy. And it's not about, being weakness in the sense of, absolutely. It's not about weakness in the sense of, oh, you're a sorry individual. We all get weary. We all get tired. We all deal with grief and loss and suffering. We all have rough days and weeks and seasons, right? We all have moments where we got to get our heart together, our mind together, our emotions together. There are times when we just get fatigued and tired physically, right? Preach to me, amen. And so I have to give myself space. I'm weary lots of days. Come on, Stacy. Moments of weakness is not a problem. Absolutely. It's not a problem, especially when I bring it to the Lord, right? And that's what this song is about, is acknowledging the call that I need you in my weakness. Let your glory fall down. I need you, right? And part of what will make our faith powerful, part of what makes our faith powerful is not so much that we get weak. One of the things that I said in the sermon I preached today is knowing what to do when I'm weak. It's knowing to call on the Lord when I'm weak. It's knowing to get around people that can encourage me. It's knowing to go see a therapist. It's knowing to be in a space of worship or whatever it is. So weakness is not the problem. Weakness is not the problem. The problem is when I am feeling weakness, is not acknowledging what I need. It's not going after what I need. It's not reaching out to people and to God, right? So I just want to encourage someone, seeing a therapist is not a sign of weakness. It's not. It's a sign of faith. It's a sign of hope. It's a sign that if I can talk to somebody, I'm gonna be all right. If I can talk to somebody, I'm gonna be all right, right? It's not a lack of faith. It's not a lack of faithfulness. We all go through it. And one of the things that I'm learning about people who've been in church too long is that a lot of people who've been in church too long have this false sense of strength. I gotta be strong. I gotta be strong. I gotta be strong. No, you don't. You ain't gotta be strong every day. You ain't gotta be strong in the midst of grief and sorrow. Getting help is not absolutely. And so we all go through it. And if Moses, look, y'all, this is what I pointed out today in the sermon. If Moses, the great Moses, was allowed moment of weakness, and God doesn't remove him from his assignment, but as a matter of fact, God makes provision for him. Y'all see that? God made provision for Moses in the midst of his weakness. So what does Moses do? Moses takes his seat. They prop stones under his arms, and Aaron and them come behind him and lift his hands up. God made provision for Moses when his hands got weak, when his arms got weak. And here's what I want someone to know today. The same God that made provision for Moses, the same God, y'all don't even understand, the same God that made provision for Moses in the midst of his weakness is the same God that's going to make provision for you in the midst of your weakness. So I ain't got to be strong. I ain't got to be strong. When I'm feeling weak, I can tell him I need you. And he's going to make provision. And I just want to encourage someone. Like, we ain't got to walk around like we so strong. And it's good to be strong. There are times to be strong, but there are times to allow ourselves momentary weakness. And not so we can be sorry individuals. But because in the midst of that, I discover a God who can make provision in the midst of my weakness. In the midst of my vulnerability, in the midst of a bad day, a bad week, a bad month, a bad year, God makes provision. God makes provision. And I don't want to start crying because I know personally in my season of weakness, when I felt like I couldn't preach, and those of you on who are preachers, y'all know what that's like. You go through times where you feel like I can't say nothing, God. I ain't got nothing to preach. And y'all may not know it. Especially those that come to Word of Encouragement Church or any church where I've pastored. There are many Sundays I preach on empty. Preach when I was like, God, I ain't got nothing to say to nobody. And God says, I'm going to make provision. I'm going to give you a word that's going to preach to you and to them. Shando, Iba, Shete. Say it. Come on, Tied to Hope. And so God makes provision for our weakness. That's the beauty of it, is how God makes provision. So I just want to encourage someone today. Don't walk around with this false sense of need to be strong all the time. That's the elephant in the room, right? That's the elephant in the room, is this false notion of strength. And so that woman that kept talking about, I'm going to be strong, I'm going to be strong, I'm going to be strong. I know I got to be strong. My heart bled for her because I was like, nah, actually you don't. I told her, you ain't got to be strong. You ain't got to be strong. I don't know who told you that, but you ain't got to be strong. And I'm telling more people that. Like, no, you don't. You can cry. You can fall on the floor. And it's okay because God will make provision. You spoke to me. Hey, Vera Alice Bonarise. I know who you are. I know who Tied to Hope is. So, look, allow yourself that space to go through whatever you got to go through. That's how we heal. That's how we get better. That's how we get stronger. But it's also how we discover A God who can make provision. Absolute. Oh, yeah, thank you. You spoke to me. Love you. That's how, but more importantly, that's how we discover a God who can make provision for us in those times of weakness. And, yeah. And so, get ready for church, y'all. And that's what church is about. That's what that community of body of believers, concentrates the false understanding. Come on, of many Christians. That's the point. Absolutely. The ambitious walk. That's the point. It's a false understanding. Many Christians. And here's the thing. Many Christians are suffering from it. We got too many Christians, right? Sold out Christians that's committing suicide, taking pills, dropping off. Just dropping off. They just dropping off. Because no one told them they can come to the altar and cry and be weak. And not weak in the sense of, oh, you sorry. No. Weak like, Lord, I need you. Weak in the sense of, Lord, I need you. Weak in the sense of, I need help. Weak in the sense of, I can't do it on my own. And even in the midst of Moses' weakness, God makes provision and tells him, take a seat. Prop your arms up on these rocks. There is freedom at the altar, absolutely. And then I got someone to help you lift your hands up. In the text that we're looking at tonight, it says, when I am weak, he is my strength. He becomes my strength is the way to understand that. That when I am weak, and not if I get weak, but when I am weak, he becomes my strength. The Lord becomes my strength, and then I can carry on. And so I just wanted to encourage you all as we prepare for church tomorrow. Go with all of your stuff. Go with all of your vulnerabilities. You broke bread with me tonight. Amen, Todd Hope. God bless you. I love you. Take it all to the altar. Don't leave nothing at the house. Take it all to the altar. Take it all to the altar. And cry out to him like Isabella Davis is in the song. Take it all to the altar. Don't leave nothing at the house. Take it all to the altar. Don't leave nothing at the house. So I love y'all. That's our pre-worship. I'm Reverend Juma Smith Pilot, the proud pastor of Word of Encouragement Church in LA, here in LA. If you don't have a church home, come hang out with us. All of it. That's it. 1153 Valencia Street. 1153 Valencia Street. Los Angeles, California, 90015. We go up at 8:50 a.m. in prayer and then praise and worship. So come join us if you don't have a church home. Come join us. Somebody, Karen or Stacy, somebody put it up in the chat for someone who might catch the replay. I hate all my replay viewers. But take all of your stuff, all of it, to the altar tomorrow and have a wonderful worship and get free in God. Get free in the Lord. So, adios. Good night. Buenas noches from me and my elephant in the room. Good night. We love you from me and my elephant in the room. And this is my